Hello. Sorry, lots of stuff to switch over. For some reason. There we go. Had something in front of my screen.
Freaking Discord turned its overlay on without even asking.
There, is that better now, the sound?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Already have people dancing in front of me. Just want to point out this nice shirt that Rabbids Blue made. And if you like it too, you can get it at her shop at the Kawaii group with 4 exclamation points, I believe. 4 exclamation points. Kawaii group. I like it. It's so cute. Cute bread. So, of course, attack that. Because for some reason, park is a bad word on Roblox. Fun. Okay, I have to make it daytime. Make sure they don't get dark on me. So, I didn't fill it in like I said I was going to. I've been very busy. I've been very busy this past week. Because it's still vacation here, and so my son's been out of school. And so we've been going out and doing things. I haven't been able to make any videos or anything like that. So bear with me here while I do what I said I was gonna do. And fill this in. And a bird's already returned to make music for us. Yeah, so I haven't been making any videos this week, and this week was also this week was also the week that City Parks was due. But since I haven't had time, I pushed it to next week. So all those people that are still working on their city parks, you get an extra week. Woohoo!
Also, that bird, literally sitting right there. Right there in the corner. You see him?
Yeah, I see him.
That's where he's sitting. He's sitting there the whole entire time.
Just making music. That bird is always there at the same time of night, too, because yesterday we heard him and stuff, and we're like, you're a day early. Yeah, so anybody that was making their city parks, which I know of one person that was, they get an extra week now.
I just looked in the chat, and I facepalmed over what Robot said. He asked if it's already summer vacation here. No, of course it's not summer vacation. It's spring vacation.
Spring.
Summer vacation's in August.
Kids in school here in the Netherlands don't get out of school until the end of June. Beginning of July.
I'm seriously just sitting here staring a bird down now. Just sits there in the corner.
No, vacation. I just said vacation. It's been vacation time here. You're not stupid.
Is that red birdie?
Just didn't hear it. Whoa, what is this PJBAMM park over here?
Probably Blue Gamer.
I think it's Sausage Kings, actually.
I was like, probably Blue Gamer's like, yeah, sure, Blue Gamer's in the server after I banned him a month ago. Sure. I would show you the bird on Discord. Well, I can actually show you the bird on Discord. Let me go take a picture of that bird so I can show you what he's
yeah, for the people that are in our Discord.
Yeah. Can't post pictures in the
I just like how he's just sitting right there on the very edge of the neighbor's roof across the road. Oh yeah, that's a roof. So I gotta put that one above too, like right there. And then we're gonna have to do something with this because this is gonna be above ground as well. So we gotta build something on top of that, or build like a hill or something. Let's see, go back to here.
There. I send the picture of the bird on Discord. It's not really easy to see because I have to zoom in all the way with my phone. But yeah, it's a small little black bird.
He went away. Where'd he go?
He got offended.
You took my picture.
Well, your Discord's useful. It's a complete big gray screen.
Yeah, I signed out and I don't think it...
It crashed, probably.
Yeah. Very gently get Sausage King out of the hole here. There. So if I did that too fast, he would get stuck.
Yeah, even on the PC version, that picture you can barely see the bird, but he's sitting just on the tip of that house, or at least was. He flew away. Finally.
Grab one of these. That has to go there. Question to Eric that's in the server with me. Yes, I have seen The Lion King the musical. A very long time ago. But yes. Saw it at the San Francisco Orpheum Theater. I also saw The Beauty and the Beast. And then I did The Beauty and the Beast in college as well. Of course, I wasn't in that one. I was a assistant stage manager. So I was in charge of all the actors. And making sure they're on stage on time. Which doesn't sound like a hard job, but it's very hard. Because you're also in charge of all the props that have to go on stage, any special effects. You have to make sure that they go off without a hitch, because the stage manager in most productions, just some little theater trivia for you guys, stage manager in most productions is not on stage. They're in the booth with like the technical people, because the stage manager's job is to make sure that like the technical cues go off on time, and the assistant stage manager is in charge of making sure the actors go on stage on time. And that all the props go on stage, and that anything that is like special effects that have to do on stage work. Just a little fun trivia there. When I was in high school, I was in the theater productions and doing tech at the same time. But in college, I was like, I'm just gonna stick with the technical stuff. Technical stuff is a lot funner. Get into the acting and stuff, and then it starts getting like way too political. So roll the lights.
Well, that's useful. Tried to look up the launch time, but of course you're not subscribed to the Tesla channel, so it doesn't show it on yours.
Well, you can subscribe me to it on their YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't care. You can subscribe me to that.
SpaceX. Subscribe. There you go. It's at in 115 minutes. That's useful. Can you not just say the thing?
No.
So it's an hour and 55 minutes. So that's, yeah, 10:14 our time.
Well, usually I try to be done by 10, so... I don't like going too late on these streams, because I don't like it when the stream is long, because then it takes me forever to upload it onto YouTube.
The only downside is that SpaceX always does their launches on YouTube Live, so I can't raid their stream.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I don't think they have a Twitch. They should have Twitch. Twitch is better than YouTube Live, in my opinion. Only because YouTube doesn't treat their creators very well.
Also, another thing though is that it doesn't launch exactly that. That's just when the broadcast starts, because that's when their launch window opens, and they have a 2-hour launch window. Yeah. So anywhere within that 2 hours they could launch potentially if the weather holds up. So, oh well, we'll see. When are they launching again this time anyway? Forgot what it was.
Ugh, there's a big hole here. Fill in this hole.
The Bungabundu satellite one. Whatever that is. Yeah, it doesn't really say what the satellite's for, it's just a satellite they're shooting off. But it's always fun to watch.
Thought I heard a birdie again.
It's not the same one though.
Mm-mm.
Also, hello to the new person. Is your Discord making noise?
I haven't heard any noise, like computer noises. Okay, so this building... it's gonna need a bit of adjustments. Because of all this stuff that's hanging out of the ground here.
Interesting. Someone joined and left the Discord server. Like at the same time they joined and then left instantly again.
Interesting.
The only thing, thinking back to the truck game that we were making,
Mm-hmm.
look, if I look out the window right now, there's trees that are twice the height of the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
So really, the trees that DJ made aren't really too big.
No, it just...
like the one for the yard of the houses, they're probably too big. Like in the yard, you usually have a smaller tree, but the trees that there are around the town, they can be twice the size of the buildings at least,
yeah.
if not more.
Mm-hmm. You know,
Yeah.
you know what we should do for DJ and Nom Nom, since they're not from Europe and you're basing it on Europe, we should just take your GoPro one day and just drive around in the car so they could see what it looks like around here, to give them an idea of what European roads look like and stuff.
I mean, you can do the same on Google Street View.
True.
But the whole problem is, like, probably if I send DJ a few ideas of Google Street View, he'd be fine with that. But I send Max a few, and he, yeah, basically he tried to recreate that house, but then the backside he had the freehand, so the backside didn't look as good as the front side.
Almost done. At least filling it up. Okay. So now the ride is completely underground. So now we have to fix this building.
I'd also recommend checking it in the inside real quick to make sure it's not old, like 10 times
super
darker.
dark all of a sudden.
Yeah, because that's the problem I had with my ride. It's like I made something and like after that it was suddenly like 3 times as dark.
So far it looks good.
No, it looks well lit in there.
I know, I've made so many like dark rides in Disneyland that now I pretty much know how to light it. Bread story. Because literally all my rides in mini Disneyland are underground. And now I have a custard on my head. Too bad, custard. I have to go do something. Okay, so these are gonna be little rooms over here.
Is Rabbit's paying us to advertise her shirts?
No. I just like her shirt. She can get a shout out from me. Besides, she's funny because she's like, oh, I'll just give it to you so you can upload. I'm like, no. You can buy that. It's only 7 Robux. I'm not gonna say, no, you have to give it to me for free. Like, no, you made that. You get money for that. Ugh. Don't know what I'm gonna do with these things at the moment.
This stream is sponsored by your local bakery.
Seems so.
No bakery in specific either, just any of them.
Just a local bakery.
Just a local bakery. If there's a bakery nearby, yeah, they sponsored it for free.
I think I'm just going with that. It's wonderful. See now, I have this thing like about symmetrical, so I don't want the building to look completely off from the subway one. Like, cause I think they're the same length right now, aren't they? Let me check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I just have to figure out how I'm gonna cover up this and this, and I feel like something needs to be pushed up, like a hill or something, or because there's also a road has to come through here, because there's gonna be something over here as well, which time for people in the stream to help me think up another bread ride that could be possibly made with one of the flat rides. So if somebody can think up one, that'd be great, because we have a toaster, we have a bagel. What other things can be made from the flat rides? Like,
I guess you could use a cyclotron to make it a dough mixer.
mean the Enterprise? Or the Gavatron?
The Gravitron. Cyclotron, same thing to me.
A dough mixer.
Custer was like, question of the stream, 1 out of 3. Will Peter finish a truck game or will it be like City Builder?
That really depends on how much help he gets.
Yeah, like DJ said that he's helping me, so yes. Most likely, if DJ will be motivated enough to work all the way to the end with me for the map, then we might finish it. Because kind of the reason the City Builder died is because Max kind of lost interest in building buildings for it which made me lose interest in wanting to work on it, because what was the point of working on the game if there was not going to be any content in the game?
Because Peter is a coder.
Yeah, I code.
He's not
I don't
a
model.
modeler.
Like, I only help out with modeling sometimes just to make ideas, and then Max and DJ can take those ideas and make them better. Like like I made some trees, and DJ made better trees. So, yeah, like, the only way I can finish the game is if I have dedicated modelers. So,
and it's going to take a lot of modeling, because the #1 thing about that game is it needs a big map.
Yeah, and like to finish off the code, I'm going to need most of the map done, especially the roads. The buildings don't matter too much, but the roads have to be done before I can finish the code, because there's one secret little thing that I will be adding to the game if I can figure out how to do it. But I will need a road to be finished for that, because I'm going to have to place waypoints. Custom ones, so...
Over here.
But I'm definitely going to try and finish this game, because I've already put too much time in it to just be like, man, it's done. Because, yeah, like, when I make a game, I want to make it functional. I'm not one of those devs that releases the game half broken and for unpaid access, like, yeah, just play my game, test it out, see how it works, and tell me if it's broken while I don't do anything and just cash in the Robux. No, I want to make sure the game is actually functional. Then I'm going to have some people privately testing it. And then when I know for sure that the game is actually functional, then I will release it. And if people then still figure out bugs, I will be able to fix those too. But I'm not going to release the game until 99% of all the bugs are gone. Because I just hate devs that throw out the game just on paid access when half the game is not even there yet, and they're just like, yeah, it's paid access, so less people play it, so like the bug reports are easy to handle. It's like, you might as well just do it privately with some people that you know. Yeah. It's what I did with the City Builder too. It's like that game. I don't think that game has any bugs at the moment in it, because I had people privately testing it, and I also did my own testing.
Came down here to grab a bread, and I ran into a wall. I love this shirt, by the way. My favorite color too. Purple.
You'd almost say you get paid for every time you mention it, but whatever. I had to lower the volume on the stream because it was hard for me to talk and listen to myself at the same time. Especially the delay.
Okay, so that's... I'm gonna close this up now, I think, because I don't really need people to go in there. I just wanted to put bread in there so that when they look... Okay, they need to be lifted up one, because they look weird when they're that low. So what I should do is, instead of putting that there, put like a display thing. So we're gonna grab wood color. I'm gonna use the planks, I think. So it's like a shelf. Probably gonna push the light up. Could even put a light on each wall here.
Good luck getting out of there again.
Huh? I know, I just have to do that. I have to go over here anyway and get the bread. And then up. Much better.
Robot just had a good suggestion. If you use the facade, like the roof facades, like those edges, as basically like the shelf.
Like on the bottom of that primitive?
Yeah.
Or on the top of that primitive, I mean?
Yeah, just in front of the
In front
primitive.
of it?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Let's pull here. That's under walls, right?
It's under others.
Oh, it's under roofs.
I'm
Took me a
pretty
moment.
sure it's under others.
No, they're right here.
No, that's not the facade. That's a lining.
Oh!
That wooden that thing.
I'm a dum-dum. I'm not awake. Yeah, there you go. That's a good suggestion. Now there is a shelf. Actually, let me do that to the other side before I close it up. This way first. Now let's go outside, and now there's bread. So like it's a bakery with the bread on display.
Some
And
very
then
massive breads.
we're gonna use what?
Some humongous breads.
So?
They got the biggest breads ever on display.
Let's go to fences real quick. Go to the very end. Grab one of these. That way they don't go into the exit. Well, maybe I just do it like that then. Oh, like that then, that's fine. And we're probably gonna need some trash cans on the exit, or else they'll throw trash. Do I have a certain kind of trash can around here? No, I don't. Okay, so just use this one like that. Trash can there. Trash can there.
Oh, here might be an idea. Like Custard said, log flumes kind of look like bread. So maybe if you take that idea and then take it one step further, make the soggy baguette ride.
The soggy baguette.
The soggy baguette ride.
It's true, they do look kind of like bread. The soggy baguette. And also, Breadland's getting full, so I need to think also about what's the other land that's going to be on the other side.
Rule 5 land.
Rule 5.
No clue what to make for that.
Exactly. Like, I don't know about that.
I mean, I guess something you could do is the Hungry Hippo land, because that is something that
ooh, yeah.
like
Hungry Hippo.
that's actually something that's been running before we really started with the YouTube and Twitch thing. When we still played Bloxburg for fun rather than just because we had to. We Nerdy made a cafe, and I made a decal for it called the Hungry Hippo Cafe. It's the same one that was on the truck that I was driving
XC.
around, so it technically kind of is something that is running with our thing anyway.
True.
Because that's the whole thing. It's like, it kind of already is, it kind of is part of a joke of our channel, since it's literally in my trucking game right now as the test decal.
It's a part of my truck stop, which I haven't been able to work on in Bloxburg as well. Because it's always anytime there's food things related in Bloxburg, I always put Hungry Hippo Cafe. Always.
Yeah, like right now in the trucking game, there's like the Hungry Hippo deliveries. Like that's the truck that we're using for testing. Blue Gamers at Breadland.
Birdie tweet.
If anything, we should have like a hippo and a sloth ride. Make the sloth ride, make that a monorail that literally goes in like 25% speed. It just goes really slowly. Just go from one side to the other side of the park and make it the sloth monorail.
I need to make a sloth ride though in this park. I think that's a must. Keep getting mail from people.
If anything, a good one might be the what's it called? The inverted coaster, because sloths hang. So just make an inverted coaster that goes extremely slow. Like just with the chain lift that goes at like the slowest 25% thing, just goes up very slowly. And then jumps down into some water.
I was also thinking that in this park you should make we should make another gigantic Den S statue.
Oh god.
With a coaster around it like we did before.
It's not like the previous Den statue I made looked freaking amazing.
Alrighty. I think this entrance is done on the inside. I think that looks pretty good.
I'm just wondering if you're gonna finish this park before the end of this year.
I don't know. I mean, if I do it as often as I am doing it now, probably.
I mean, it took you a month to just make that thing. Because it was like 4 times 2 hours.
It took me a year, or almost a year, to build Mini Disneyland. So it would not surprise me at all to take that long.
Custard just said, question 2 out of 3, will there be an animal area of the park? Obviously sponsored by Biscuit the guinea pig.
Oh yeah, Biscuit.
I guess that's your answer.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know yet.
Here's a question the other way around. How many people will be interested for after the stream? Because I'm just going to continue coding my game again. How many people will be interested in watching that?
Yeah, he can just continue.
Guess there was 10 people watching it during the pre-show. So I'm like, how many people will be interested in watching that? If barely anyone is interested in it, I'm just going to do it myself anyway. But if people are interested in watching, I guess I can just stream that. Gusser said he'd watch that. Rabbit said it's better than reading what I'm all doing. And DJ's like, oh, I can still watch it if you're doing stream. Well, technically yes and no, because if I'm coding it, you won't be really seeing what I'm doing. You just suddenly see that it's working when you click play. It's like modeling, you can see that, but coding, it's like, yeah.
If you do that, I only ask that you stop this stream and restart another one so that I can download the stream while you're doing that. Well, I can't do it because then you're streaming.
Yeah. I mean, I can stop and start it again, so the download
I don't have
doesn't
to
take as
download
long.
something so huge.
Yeah. Plus, I can also rename it then, because right now it's just called the PJBAMM Chill Stream Theme Park Tycoon 2. And then if I restart the stream, I can just rename it to the PJB Chill Stream Coding.
Coding. Okay, so I need to elevate this over here.
Just make a little hill there, and then put it right on top of it to make it look as if that hill is supposed to be there.
Yep. I also need to open up this park soon, or else I'm gonna run out of money. So the goal is to try to open up the park at least. I might open up everything else, get everything else to open up after I figure out what I'm gonna do over here.
I mean, probably only fit 2 more big lands, but we also don't really need that many different ones anyway.
No.
Because if the park is all PJBAMM themed, it's like there's not that many things that are part of that.
No.
Because it's like there's the bread joke, then there's the Hungry Hippo Cafe thing, and then there's just the Sloth and Hippo, and that's about it. There's not much more than that. I guess you can do
Well, I was going to
museum.
incorporate a city for your city building game as well.
There would have to be a half unfinished city then.
Or I can add a truck thing.
Good luck, because the only truck in the game looks horrible. Because it's like extremely low quality truck.
So okay, so flat rides. I'm thinking keeping the log flume in the back of my head. We have teacups, carousel, spiral slide,
the gravitron dough mixer, mixing machine.
So it looks like a bakery, like a factory bakery thing over here, right behind.
Or just a food processor.
Well, it's like a dough mixer. That would be cool. And you put it over here, and it's like behind the bread store. Make this kind of look like a bread factory.
Just place down the gravitron and then use primitives to build like a whisk on top.
A whisk.
And then like make like an arm over it and make it look like one of those things.
Oh.
Those mixers.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
Forgot the name of those things. We have literally one standing here on the shelf, and I forgot the name.
Oh my god, I forgot the name too. There's a name.
Those are pretty cool, those mixers. mixer.
God, KitchenAid makes them mostly.
Yeah.
But they have like an actual name though.
Oh, they all just call them mixers.
I guess you just call it a mixer.
Yeah,
I
those,
guess.
those standing mixers, basically the one that you just press the button that mixes for you, and there's like the bowl. Just make one of those with the
I'm gonna
Gravitron.
have it facing this way.
If you do it with the Gravitron, then the Gravitron would basically be the bowl.
So the Gravitron has to kind of go up a little bit, actually.
Yeah,
make a bottom part.
Yeah,
to it.
so that it sits on the platform.
I think I'll just make it go up by 1. I think. 1 or 2.
If you do it 2, you can have it. You can give it like the aluminium edge and then the plastic on the bottom.
Okay. And we're gonna color this real quick.
Probably the best thing then is to use glass path on that, because otherwise you get the stone underneath it and stuff.
Just use the glass path and grab this metal here. This is metal, right? But I think I'm gonna use the metal plates.
I'm gonna check something real quick. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. Just there. Pretty sure I banned Terran before, and he just made a new account, and now that's one also. That also is banned.
Oh, I gotta measure out this thing so it's even here. So this goes like that. And then I have it going here, so this will be the entrance in here. This thing's very wide. And I have to have this go up. So I need an up path, which has to be something different because it can't be bread, because they'll have a decal that goes up. Something just bling. So we got a new follower or something. I didn't see it.
Banish Luck.
Huh?
Banish Luck, if I say that correctly. If I don't, that's very likely. Pretty much say that every time, but yeah.
So I'm probably gonna move this real quick. So I want it more like there.
I just saw a funny bug from the game again on your screen. Someone's chat bubble is being like massive on the top left of your screen. It was.
It was, yeah. I saw that. I was like, what is that?
It's a funny bug that sometimes happens in Theme Park Tycoon.
So color this again. I'm gonna put these on the bottom real quick. I'm literally going to copy this from the mixer that is literally above my head right now on a shelf.
I mean, it's a good reference. Oh Lord.
But before I do all this, what I really need to do is grab this. block off this section over here. And I'm just gonna open this real quick. So I need to put down some trash cans. And we're gonna do this.
The bird never returned, did it?
No.
Oh well, no tweets in the background, I guess.
I didn't put an exit on this thing. So I guess the exit's gonna be here. Something has to go here, I guess, because
You never even finished that ride.
yeah, like there's no exit, so something's gonna have to come here and something's gonna have to be here as well, or else it's gonna be a really barren thing. So I'm just gonna leave this thing here to show that I want to add more to that. I think that thing isn't even because it's like right there, then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like that.
What a coincidence that all those bushes are the exact same shape.
Huh? I know I don't turn them because then they go through, they bleed through the fence.
Well, then you rotate them twice. Just instead of turning the 45 degrees, turn the 90 degrees. They're always square.
Better?
I don't know, probably. Can't see it. I have to wait 15 seconds before I can see it.
What did we end up calling this ride anyway?
I don't
The
think we have-
fancy bagel.
I didn't know we had a name yet for it. Yeah, Custard, what is question number 3?
Oh, I remembered something I needed for this. I wanted crumbs. A crumb decal.
Mm.
So it looks like there's crumbs on the plate.
Rabbits wants us to talk about the sloth at the zoo.
About those sloths?
The sloth at the zoo.
Well, there was 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of them?
Yeah. There's 2 big sloths. Like they have a big indoor area, and they have the day and night cycle like switched inside that building. So at night they have the lights on, and then during the day it's dark inside. So the animals think that it's nighttime and daytime, but it's actually daytime and nighttime. That way, whenever the guests are there, the animals are active, and whenever the guests are not there, they can actually sleep. So whenever you walk through there, it's pretty dark, but the sloths were awake, and like in the first section, they have 2 big ones. They're old sloths they have are white sloths for some reason, but
They're pretty though.
yeah, like in the first area, they have 2 big ones, and one of them was climbing around very slowly. Then he climbed onto like a little roof area, and he sat down. He then just sat there, not doing anything, like sloths do. And in the second area, the sloths they had there were a little bit smaller, but they had a baby sloth. But it was impossible to see the baby sloth because he was completely just like covered
Wrapped up in his mom.
Yeah, completely wrapped up in its mom, and like they both had the same color, so it just looked like it was just one big sloth. But yeah. I tried taking pictures of it, but yeah,
It's very dark.
It's hard because it's dark in there, and you don't want to use the flash, obviously, because that'd be terrible. So yeah, the only pictures I got of them are very, very, very hard to see and like very dark. So, but we got to see them, so that was fun. Still not as fun as like it would be to just go to like a sloth sanctuary somewhere like in Costa Rica where they have like the whole tubs full of the small brown sloths, because those are a lot cuter.
Crumbs! Somebody had crumbs. Found us some crumbs. I just wish to just go back to that park, just the 2 of us, and just sit there and watch the sloths.
The only downside of that place, though, is that the walk path inside of there is very small, very cramped. So it's like I was just standing there looking at the sloths, but then because I saw a sloth, there's like 20 other people suddenly come and they're like, "Oh, where's the sloth? Where's the sloth?" And they want to look at the sloth, and then it's completely full in there, and everyone's pushing each other, and then, yeah, I just got annoyed.
Yeah,
So I left again. Yeah.
It's not very good for somebody who's just wanting to sit there and just watch a sloth.
Because that's the thing that I liked about a different park where they have a lot of birds. It's like they have a massive like bird cage thing. It's like 4 floors high and like a whole street long or something like that, and it's the whole thing is a bird cage. And those have like big wide walking paths and benches, so I always just like to sit there and just look at the birds. But unfortunately with the sloths you can't do that because it's like a thin little walkway.
Eric is asking where we were. No, we were at Amersfoort Deer Park.
Yeah. The one in Amersfoort. Yeah, it's one of those zoos that doesn't have a name. It's just called the town name.
Yeah.
It's like the zoo is literally just called the zoo from that town, the Amersfoort Zoo. Unless it has a different name, but I wouldn't know it.
No, it's Amersfoort Deer Park. That's what it is called. Sorry, putting in all this stuff.
Hey, guess who's back? Sitting there on the corner of that roof.
I heard him.
Mm-hmm. He's sitting there again, looking around. Sitting in the exact same spot as last time. So we can all sit here and listen to that bird again. Ready to go again.
I don't see him over there. Did he move?
I guess he already flew away again. I knocked it.
He sensed that you were talking about him. He's like, fine.
He's like, fine, I'll go again. I just knocked in the microphone twice while trying to look at it. That's that was a fun.
Okay, so I think this whole part has enough benches and trash cans. Let me just check over here, which this also needs stuff, but I'll have to worry about that later. I don't have any trash cans over here. So I'm gonna actually, what I'm going to do.
DJ is like, totally not my spy bird as to why it flew off. Totally not. It's like
They sense me.
It's like if it was a spy bird, you might want to turn its volume down. It's kind of hard to miss a bird that's that loud.
You know what? I don't need that because I just realized like the only stall I have right now is like Subway and stuff because I haven't figured out this whole section either.
Only if you're gonna do it on the other side, the Hippo Cafe theme, then that can be a big restaurant.
Well, I want to work on the other thing. I'm just trying to put down trash cans.
Just put down a bunch of Roombas.
Bunch of Roombas.
They don't pick up trash though, only dust.
And there. And then I think for the benches, I don't want to have it too colorful because I have the colorful benches over here. So what I'm gonna do is just go with the standard one so it kind of blends in with the rock and stuff around it. We don't need any chairs around here. Chairs do need it here though.
Still haven't seen Custard's third question.
Custard was always slow with his questions.
It's not the only thing he's slow with.
trash cans. And lights. I see a rabbit's dancing on my roof. And this needs trash can up here, or else they will throw trash on the exit. So we're gonna open the Ferris wheel. We're going to
DJ just said that if there's going to be a wall around Breadland, it has to be a countertop with drawers along the side.
Yeah, I was thinking about making it look like a kitchen in front where the stove is. I forgot what I was gonna do now because I was listening to you. Trash cans again.
You finished the mixer yet?
No, I said that's why I'm trying to open up the thing because I'm running out of money. So I'm just trying to get everything open here. So I already have. Oh, I need to open the dark ride too. Opening the park. Here come the people. Okay. Where are they going? Where are you gonna go, Emmett? And Lauren? Bruce is going on the dark ride. Batman's going on the dark ride, guys. Oh, no, he's leaving. Braylon? Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go, Braylon? Oh, they keep going that way. There's a ride there. Look, there's a ride. It's just waiting for you people. Though it doesn't look like it has the right settings. No, that's correct. Keep going in the exit. Bruce, now you're just sitting there. And Breadland just keeps running back and forth. I wanna make sure it works. There you go, Emmett. There you go. There you go. Emmett's the first rider, y'all.
No.
Y'all. Dun, 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 dun. First rider! And he sits inside of rabbits. So now he has pink hair. Okay, now I'm gonna go work on the mixer now that I know the dark ride works. I just wanted to make sure it worked. I already have people on my bagel ride. And this one's still closed for some reason. There you go. That one was open. Okay. Toaster's open, bagel's open, Ferris wheel's open, dark ride's open. Now we're gonna make a mixer. There's a piece I was looking for. Jesus. Huh. Okay, like that, and then... Okay, so we're gonna... Let's go back. About, let's see. This gonna be the middle here, so one, or it's gonna go up there, and I have to still make an entrance and exit to this place. So why is Eric making sad face at me? The entrance will be there.
Can you make the entrance and exit go into the stand part?
You think it'll like make it go through there?
Yeah, so that you come out the side.
Well, the only thing about that is that this thing is like 4x4, so
yeah. So you put the entrance and exit both there.
Like that. Though actually, that way. Nobody wants in the server, right?
You know, I haven't heard anyone talking about wanting to be on the server yet, so.
So then, Eric, you're fine.
Plus, there's a spot right now anyway, because Rabbit's left. So, if anyone that was wanting to join, they could.
Could you find me a KitchenAid logo?
Depends if Roblox allows for those.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have McDonald's and Burger King on there,
Well,
too.
yeah, but it's different per thing. Oh, you're gonna get another email notification sound on the computer. Because I'm going to have to log in on my account here. And of course it wants to know a verification code again. There it was. Yeah, they actually do have the logos for that.
On Roblox?
Yep.
Awesome.
Do you want the freestanding text in red, or do you want the whole logo like on like a placard?
Freestanding in red.
Okay. One thing about it though, it's just a one image. It's not in two pieces, so.
Is it squished?
Well, more like it wouldn't be centered. Since the pillar is 4 wide, it would be on either piece 2 or 4.
Well, I just want to put it in the corner. I mean, I don't think if you actually look at an actual KitchenAid thing, like it's really big on there.
Well, then this one's good enough. I just threw it in the video or the pictures channel of the PJBAMM Discord because I don't know, no idea where else to put it.
Metal. Yeah, so it does that. I'm gonna do the same.
Birdie is back.
And he's sitting right over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like his spot where he sings.
That's right, DJ. I see your bird again.
He came back. He's spying on us. And all of a sudden I also smell barbecue outside. Or somebody like barbecuing.
Probably the same house as always. Nobody know who that is.
Okay, so.
We once had a kookaburra flying around the place here. The thing was hilarious.
Had a what?
A kookaburra.
A kookaburra. Oh.
Those things that make that noise. Those things are loud, but they make a funny ass noise. Stream ends in 30 minutes. Or at least this one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now we do this.
Oh, that logo will actually be able to go in the middle because you made it uneven. You made it 5 wide.
Yep. Which this thing is turning out way bigger than the mixing bowl, which is kind of a problem. Like,
that's
I think it's almost too wide now.
It's because you made it 5 long.
Yeah.
I would have just made it the normal 4 like the rest of it.
So I should push. I just realized something. Rather than sitting. Well, actually, this has to be. If I'm looking up at the thing, this has to be right up against the. Oh, this has to be right up against the bowl. So this. This has to stay here, so I need to push the other things back.
Yeah, you just need to make the end a little shorter.
Yeah, take off this end. The back end.
Yeah. You missed another follower again.
Yes, I did.
iGamer YouTube. Or
iGamer YouTube.
YT
Well,
at least.
welcome. Welcome to our craziness. Oops. Rabbids Blue cheered us 100 times. Thank you, Rabbids.
It's funny because it showed up like 100 dogs.
100 dogs?
Little dog emoji. leave that thing hollow, or?
In the middle? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where to put the roof. Because... So what I should really do is just get rid of this. Just leave a big wide open in the back. And then you come in there. Choo. Not that it matters. You can't see it anyway, but whatever.
Probably want something between there too. Between the two paths.
Oh, the fences? I know I haven't done that yet because I'm working on the shape of this thing first.
Rabbit is trapped inside the gravitron.
Keep looking up in the headphone. That keeps falling off my head. I think that thing is actually the same length as the bottom, so I should make it go over one.
Is it? I thought it was one shorter.
Well, I think it would look better one shorter. Do you think I should keep it that way?
Yeah, just one shorter looks better to me. Just thought of one problem though. Since that thing is a 4x4, where's the mixer thing going to be? Or is it going to be off-center too anyway? Because that thing turns around anyway, so it can be off-center.
Yeah. And a dough hook doesn't look like a whisk.
Yeah.
So I can probably make the dough hook out of just primitives as well. Oops. I saw the round ones.
Or you can make it extra thin and use just a normal pole for the... like those spotlight poles.
Yeah, I could. That looks really good so far. Just make it a little bit thicker on the top. That looks pretty good. Now the mixer.
Still feel like it might need something on top of it. It's kind of thin.
To make it look more round. let's see. What can we do to the top here?
Yeah, because there's no round up part.
Mm-mm. What I did before when I was trying to make a dome shape, when I was making the bank in Duckburg, is I took these little pieces and kind of made it go up there. Let me try that.
Also, that smell doesn't smell like a barbecue anymore at this point. It smells like someone soldering at this point.
Or someone is on house is on fire.
Let me go check outside.
That definitely smells like a house fire now. There, how's that look? That's my little dough hook. And I also need some lighting down there.
DJ's spy bird crashed. That's the smell. His bird crashed.
No, it totally like smells like something's on fire.
No, it's just hanging in this room now. It's not outside or in the hallway.
Sadly, this path looks blue, and there's nothing I can really do about that. It just looks more blue. The only thing I can do is just make this a metal path instead, even though it'll look off. But that still looks better than the blue. And then we're gonna grab a fence. And we're gonna do this one. Wrong one. This one.
Oh, check the front, back, and the whole house, but there's nothing, so not sure where the smell's coming from.
Okay, so I have an idea. Instead of this path, which this is. We're going to use. How much time do I have left, by the way?
Well, 17 minutes.
I'm gonna use the marble path. And we're gonna make this dark gray and this keep it white, I guess. Wait, what's Rabbit talking about?
Hmm?
You can change the blue color, use the painter tool and eyedropper of the entrance of the ride. Well, the reason why it was blue is because it was a shiny path. Because they don't have plastic paths in the queue line or for the other thing. So that's why it was blue. And gonna get marble. Eric got stuck. I'm too focused. I want help. I'm too focused because I'm on a time limit, people.
It's funny to me how Rabbit sent another 100 bits earlier, and
Yeah.
now it says that she's on first place with 1200 bits, and there's still no one on second or third place.
She's the queen of the bits.
So keep sending more, but she's still in first place anyway. It's like, who are you competing with?
Herself, I guess. Okay, I need the decal. I think, should I put it in a rectangle or a square?
The one that I had was in a square because they had a lot of space above and below.
Okay.
I don't know, but the one from Blue Gamer, he sent one too. I don't know about that one.
Well, I think they're usually like here, I think. And we go to Discord. That one looks perfect. KitchenAid.
Don't forget to minimize Discord again so you can see the Twitch chat. Now that you look at it anyway.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
That path is seriously so shiny, it's hard to see.
I know, it's because it's very white.
Partially because of the lights being lowered.
You mean the lights on the ride?
No, the lights that are below the path.
Oh,
from
yeah.
the dark ride underneath it.
I think I should lower the lighting of this one to like... If I can even click on that light. There we go. Or what I could do instead of these. Yeah. Hate when I accidentally press a button. There. Just use spotlights instead. That makes it a little less blinding because now the light isn't coming from up above. I mean, it's still white as hell, but...
I mean, you can change the color of them to a little bit more grayer. That way it's still lit up, but not bright.
What should be the name of this ride? Mix it up. The mixer. There, now it's less blinding. How much time do I have left?
6 minutes.
6 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna make...
Blue Gamer's name suggestion is Doughy Condition. Go back to roofs here. It's cool to ride. I can't believe it's not butter.
Can't believe it's not butter. And these, ladies and gentlemen, is what these trims are used for.
You can also put those on the railings pointing outwards, like the low side on the outside of the path and the high side on the inside of the path to give it a little interesting looking railing. I don't know if it looks any good, but...
Like that?
Yeah, like that, but I can't see it yet on my screen. Yeah, that gives it a nice little railing on it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta bake them all, bready mons.
What?
Gotta bake them all, bready mons. I don't want to put the pillars over those. Oh, you already did. Never mind. That's the fun thing of watching with a delay.
So far, I think I'm gonna stick with the mixer.
Baconator.
The baconator.
We don't have any bacon.
Well, you're not baking though. That's the whole problem. You're mixing.
The mixinator. Thoroughly blended. The mixer-upper.
The mixer-upper. See, now look how much better the roof looks with those edges on it. Seriously. So much better.
Blue Gamer said the Doughy-nator.
The what?
The Doughy-nator.
Only problem is, I can't put it where the...
Oh yeah, the lights.
Mm-hmm.
Guess yeah.
Can't put it where they are.
What if you put them on the inside of the path instead?
Well...
Will it still look good?
I mean...
It'll be a little bit, like, it'll make the path a little bit thinner, which is not that bad anyway, because it's just...
I don't...
It's a cute line.
I don't necessarily like it that much if I have to put it on the inside. Because I like having this little edge, and I'll lose that on this side. I mean, it's a good idea, but I think I'm just gonna leave it for now.
Well, it's done. Wee woo, wee woo.
Okay, so what we did today was we finished
The mixer.
the bread story and the mixer. I mean, it's not open yet. We still need to put a little more decorations on it, but that was a very fast ride.
DJ out here.
DJ just cheered us
almost
1,000 times, I think it said.
Well, 1,000 bits, not 1,000 times. 1,000
bits.
Yeah. Almost competing with rabbits.
So there's my mixer. Woohoo! I like us so far. This is like the best thing I think I've built, like a big primitive thing, because it's even better than my oven or my toaster. Because I didn't build this. This is DJ right here. But like, it looks really, 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 really good. And so far, Breadland looks overall really, 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 really good. Probably gonna put something a little here. Something needs to go here. And then we have to figure out the entrance part. And then I think Breadland will mostly be done then. And then we can move on to a new land. So, until next time. Are we gonna send any of them to a stream right now?
No, because
okay.
I'm just restarting it and then doing the other
Okay,
thing.
so what we're gonna do is I'm going to end my stream, and I'm gonna save my part real quick. I'm gonna end my stream, and then Peter is going to start up a new stream where he's gonna be streaming him building his truck game called Delivery World. It'll be probably just him and DJ working on it. So if you guys want to stick around and watch that,
possibly Max, because he is home
possibly
now.
Max
Yeah.
if he shows up. Nom nom. So if you guys want to stick around and watch that, you be welcome. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream this Friday. Next week, scheduling will be back to normal. The vacation will be done, and so I'll get back to building mini Disneyland and not mini Disneyland, big Disneyland. It's not mini anymore. Big Disneyland and doing my tutorials and everything like that. And it will also be the last week for City Park submissions on Friday, last day for City Park submissions. So that Saturday will be the top 10 City Park submissions video. So make sure that you get it in by Friday. And what I mean by Friday is not just submitting it. You also have to submit it and come into my server and have me record it before Friday. So next week, all those people that have submitted stuff before, I will be try to be in the server as much as possible for all those people to come in so I can record all their parks. And tagging them and messaging them and bugging them a lot to get in there. So until next time, see you guys. Bye.